So, I have a few things to say today. I don't know how y'all are going to feel about one major thing, but I guess we're about to find out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know you guys have not seen me in a very long time, but we're going to address all of that today. So, let's catch up. So, I have a few things to say today. I don't know how y'all are going to feel about one major thing, but I guess we're about to find out. So y'all, I took some time away from the channel and I needed to kind of get my thoughts together, as well as last year, well, most of last year I spent moving and adjusting and unpacking and all of that stuff. So I kind of took a break from YouTube, but now I'm back and I'm back with some news. There's no way to sugarcoat this or put a cherry on top of it, so I'm just come out and say it. I have come to a decision that I want to transition to natural. I can't, those words just came out of my mouth on camera. But anyway, yeah, I have been feeling like this for quite some time now, specifically around when my boys were born and I started to see their curls. I kind of got curious about mine, and I'm just like, I want to see what my natural hair looks like now. If you are new here, I relaxed my hair when I was 16 years old. I was in high school. I have a lot of hair, and my hair always made me late for school, y'all, and it was just frustrating to like be missing my bus every morning. So I convinced my mom to let me relax my hair at 16, and she did. This past year, 2023, in January, I celebrated also my 32nd birthday, which means I've been relaxed for 16 years. So I feel like it kind of came full circle, you know. I relaxed at 16, I've been relaxed for 16 years, so let's go back to natural now. But yeah, my boys kind of sparked that when they were born, and I started to see their curls, and their curls are so pretty, and I'm just like, I want to see what my natural hair looks like. Because back then I didn't really know how to care for hair in general, relaxed or natural. I didn't really know how to care for my hair at all. Of course I did the basics that my mom taught me, like wash my hair every week and all that jazz, but there's more to hair care than just washing your hair every week, right? When I was pregnant, I made the decision not to relax my hair, and I ended up stretching my relaxer for an entire year. I don't know why I didn't just keep going at that point and just fully transition. I had a goal in 2016 when I got that haircut that kind of got me frustrated. I had a goal that I would never have to get a haircut unless I absolutely want to, because what will happen is I would grow my hair all the way to bra strap length and have to cut it because the ends were so dry or damaged or something like that. But I never wanted to have to get a haircut unless I personally wanted to, so I decided to challenge myself to take care of my hair and to grow my hair beyond bra strap length, which is where I seem to always hit, like, you know, a rough patch. And I did that. Like, I grew my hair all the way to mid back length. My hair was nice and healthy. I did not need a haircut, but at that point I'm just like, okay, so you achieved your goal, now what? Like, what are you gonna do? And I really just was not feeling it anymore. Like, I don't know how to explain to you guys. And then like circumstances like me moving did not make it any better. So I'm no longer in New York. In New York, you kind of have access to a bunch of stylists that I am somewhat familiar with, or somebody that I know will be familiar with. But now I'm in a new state. I don't know anything about stylists over here, and I'm gonna have to go around doing research and trying different stylists to see who I like, who I don't like. And first of all, I really don't, it's not in me anymore. I really don't want to be relaxed anymore. So I'm not really going to put out all that effort to find a stylist and be aggravated, because we know all stylists aren't created equal and some of them just don't know what they're doing. And I'm not going to try to find a stylist and do all of that, basically become an experiment with my hair again, to be aggravated. Like, especially when I'm like, it's not in my heart anymore to just stay relaxed. I just want to transition peacefully and carry on with my life. But yeah, that's my major update that I had to share with you guys. I also wanted to address the whole relaxer cancer situation because I received a few DMs when that was happening last year of people who had questions, and rightfully so, because people come on the internet so misinformed and fear-mongering. It's really annoying. But I want to address it here that it's not so much relaxers that are a problem, but ingredients in some relaxers and other products that are primarily geared towards people of color. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me refer you to Reallifewithamanda video. She addressed this in her video beautifully. She did a really good job at it. And at that time when people had questions, I was referring them to that video too. Because I wasn't ready to talk about it yet. Like at that point, I think I was still unpacking and adjusting to a whole bunch of changes. I ain't had time to address it back then, but now I do. And I'm more aware of certain things. My twins have eczema, and having eczema, you have to find skincare products for eczema. Not successful in finding skincare products that would work for my boys, so I ended up having to formulate their products. And throughout that formulation journey and making their products, I learned a lot because I had to educate myself and take certain classes from cosmetic scientists from accredited school in order to know what I'm really doing, right? So in those classes, I learned about some ingredients that are not safe and natural alternatives to them. And some of those ingredients are the ones in question in relaxers and products geared towards people of color. So those may come up as parabens or formaldehyde releasers. Now, these parabens or formaldehyde releasers are usually found in preservatives that are used to preserve the products. And those preservatives that has parabens in them, they're usually more effective and are able to keep products on the shelves for longer, which is why bigger brands tend to use them. But now there are so many more alternatives. There are safer alternatives that can be used, that can be effective. They may not be able to give an extended shelf life like, you know, the ones with parabens, but you can get a good shelf life out of them. I myself have worked with about 6 different preservatives right now that are formaldehyde free, paraben free, and they're great. There are also preservative boosters that can be included in products to help extend the shelf life. I noticed that some companies like Tresemme have started to try to make the change. I can tell you guys from my personal experience formulating that changing just even 1% of a formula can make a completely different product. It gives a completely different feel. The efficacy might not be the same. So brands may not be so readily, may not be so ready to be like, okay, let me reformulate this product and take those ingredients out, because it really does change the entire product overall. I noticed from formulating one of my boys' creams. So the cream, I love a particular preservative in that cream. It gives a really nice skin feel and it's effective. Now, when I use that same cream, the exact formula, the only thing I change is that preservative, and that's only about 1% of the formulation. When I change that 1%, it becomes a completely different product and it's not as effective. Like one preservative in particular, I remember irritated his skin. He was itching all the time and his skin was dry. Mind you, every single ingredient in the product was the same except for that 1% with the preservative. And it completely changed the feel of the product. It was drying on his skin. He was scratching all the time and I was like, okay, this is not it. And I went back to the original preservative that I tried. That preservative that made him itch was something that Whole Foods uses, Ulta uses, Sephora uses, and while it may work in their formulation for the products that they make, it didn't work in mine. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into reformulating a product. Granted, these brands have cosmetic scientists that they work with, and you know, they have the budget to do this. It's gonna take a while before they try to get the same product, the same feel and the same efficacy of the product with these new ingredients. One brand that I noticed that has tried to make that change, I have not tested the product to see if it's as good as the one with the which one this has. This has a formaldehyde releaser in it. This is the Tresemme Thermal Creations Heat Protectant. If you are a OG subscriber, you know I love this. This has been in a lot of my relaxed hair favorites videos. This is the new look and the new formula. So a lot of the ingredients are the same. They took out the formaldehyde releaser though. I have not tried this new one to see if it's as effective as this one, because I'm not really a big heat person and I don't really use heat on my hair a lot. Now I'm transitioning. My hair care routine has changed a little bit to where I'm gonna have to use heat a little bit more just to straighten my hair so I can see my ends to trim them. And I'll get more into what my transition strategy is in a minute, but I really just wanted to address this whole relax your cancer situation. I will leave on the screen a list of ingredients to look out for. Anything that's a paraben will have paraben at the end. Formaldehyde releasers in a lot of products come up as DMDM-hantanoid. There are a few other formaldehyde releasers. There are a few other names that they can show up as. I learned that in class recently, so I'm gonna go back into my notes and find the names of those, and I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. So read your ingredients list. Anything with a paraben at the end clearly is a paraben, and then I will leave the names of what formaldehyde releasers can show up as. There are a lot of my OG products that have these ingredients, and I was really disappointed about that, but these products are products that were formulated like years ago, like the ORS replenishing conditioner. That's an OG product. That's a really old product, like 16 years ago. I used that product 16 years ago, so I know that those are like older products, and they may not want to go back and reformulate that. They may create different products. Like for example, their Max Moisture line is paraben free and formaldehyde free. But I don't foresee them going back and, you know, reformulating their older products. They may do it, but yeah, that's a long shot. But there are options out there. There are great products out there without parabens, without formaldehyde releasers that you guys can use. And even though I'm transitioning, I still love relaxed hair. I still believe relaxed hair can be healthy. I still believe relaxed hair is beautiful. There will be no relaxed hair bashing on this channel, and it will not be tolerated from anybody. You will be blocked immediately. But yeah, so yeah, that's it guys. And you know, I meant to make this video a long time ago, but when I was ready to make this video, y'all, my kids were in school, and the first month of them being in school was ghetto. They went, and the first week of school they called COVID and gave it to me. Child, listen, I would rather tap dance outside in the rain with the flu than have COVID. That was, do not recommend. Listen, I avoided this virus like the plague the entire time, and all it took was 1 week of daycare for them to do this to me. I mean, I know it's not their fault, but like, come on now. But yeah, but I'm recovered now, thankfully. We're doing great. Oh, for my transitioning strategy, I really want to avoid trying to get the big chop. I don't do that. Short hair is not me. Even my sister said it, like, when I told, I'm sorry, hold on. When I told my sister that I was transitioning, her reaction was epic. Like, it was so funny. When I told my sister I was transitioning, she's like, transitioning to what? And I'm like, what do you mean I'm transitioning? I'm not a short hair girly. No offense to anybody. I don't know. I don't feel like short hair suits me. for the times that I've cut my hair, I've liked the little bob, but then I find myself like, oh my gosh, I need my hair to grow back yesterday. So I really don't want to do a big chop because that really will not be me. I want to try to grow my hair out for as long as I possibly can. I do know that I can go a year because I've done it before when I was pregnant. So I know that I can make it to a year. My strategy is a low manipulation styles, and to get my ends trimmed, or shall I say cut, I'm gonna take about I will take about an inch or two off every other month, just to kind of maintain the integrity of my ends, even though, you know, I'm growing it out. But still, I'm going to take an inch or two off every other month. I have been doing so since December of last year. I've been doing that. I did try, you know, I even tried to save this, you guys. I really tried. I did try to self-relax in October of last year, and I liked the process. My hair came out great. I left the texture that I would like to leave in my hair and everything, a lot more texture than is usually left at the salon. But yeah, self-relaxing is not for me though. Even though I like the process, it's not for me. I still wholeheartedly believe that a relaxer is a chemical process that should be done by professionals, especially if you're doing it by yourself. Please just let somebody else do it. If you can't find somebody to help you self-relax, then I mean, I guess it would never be my #1 recommendation to anybody. I'm 6 months post relaxer. Am I? November, December, January, February, March, April. Ooh, 6 months, going 7 in May. May 22nd will make it 7 months post relaxer. But as of right now, as of the filming of this video today, I am 6 months post relaxer. But yeah, I will be sharing with you guys my transitioning wash day routine and all of that. So hopefully you guys stick around for that content. I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys.